What's up? What's up, people? Uh, yeah. I wished I had something tall, kind of tall, a little bit I can stand this up on. But let's look at it from here. Let's do it like this. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't get. Hopefully, they don't mind. Hopefully, they don't feel. What's up, people? What's up? This literally reminds me. I want to talk about the 14 books or the 80 books that was removed out of the Bible in the 14th century. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. How many books was removed from the KJV Bible? The Apocrypha. The Apocrypha means the hidden books. That's what the Apocrypha means. It means like the hidden books of the Bible. That's what it means. So I'm gonna, hey, yeah, I'm videotaping. That's why, yeah, yeah, it is, ain't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is the hidden books of the Bible. How they was taken out in the 1400s. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. I like doing it. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what the purpose of it because everybody is into their own little thing. So I just say, well, I'll put it on blogs because sometimes it's hard to talk to everybody. Because everybody be doing different. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna read this and let's see here. The Apocrypha is a selection of books which were published in the original 1611 King James Bible. These Apocrypha books were uh, positioned between the Old and New Testament. It also contains maps and genealogicals. The Apocrypha was a part of the King James for 274 years until being removed in 1885 AD. A portion of these books were called the decorational books by which by some entitled, such as the Catholic Church. Many claim that the Apocrypha should never have been included in the first place, raising the doubt about its uh, validity and believing it was not God inspired. For instance, a reference about magic seems inconsistent with the rest of the Bible. Tobiah chapter 6, verses 7, Tobiah chapter 6 and 5 and 8, other books is valid and that it should never have been removed, that it was considered part of the Bible for nearly 200 years, no, 2,000 years before it was recently removed. A little more than 100 years ago, some say it was removed because of not finding the books in the original Hebrew manuscripts. Others claim it wasn't removed by the church, but by the printers to cut costs in distributing the Bibles in the United States. Both sides tend to cite the same verses that warn against adding or subtracting from the Bible. Revelation 22:18, the word apocrypha means hidden. That's what I was saying at first. The word apocrypha means the hidden books. The fragments of the Dead Sea Scroll dating back to before 70 AD contain parts of the apocrypha books in Hebrew, including Sirach and Tobiah sources. Keep this in mind when reading the following apocrypha books. Martin Luther said, apocrypha, that it is books which are not regarded as equal to the, which is not regarded as the equal to the Holy Scriptures, and yet are profitable and good to read. James Version, defending page 98. I think they took out 1st Ezra 1, 2nd Ezra 2, Tobiah and Sanaiah and Judah, and addition to the Esther, the Wisdom of Solomon, and the Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, Solomon, I think it has like 21. I'm not sure. I think it was. It was like it was. I'm not sure. I don't want to be off on that. But Ecclesiasticus, and Baruch, the letters of Jeremiah, and the prayer of Ezra and Sanan, Baal and the dragon, and the prayer of the Messiah, Maccabees 1 and Maccabees 2. So, hold on, let me do something right quick. Now, I did a lot of reading. Let's see here. What are the 14 books removed from the Bible? These books included Tobiah and Judah additions to the book of Esther, the Wisdom of Solomon, the book of Esther, and the Wisdom of Solomon. Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, Song of the Three Children, story of Sanan, Baal, and the dragon, prayer of Messiah, and Maccabees 1 and Maccabees 2. Luther removed Ezra's, 1st Ezra 1 and 2nd Ezra 2, 2nd Ezra 2 altogether. Now, why would they do that? Because simple, they were trying to keep this knowledge hidden. It was like to keep us dummies, because they didn't want you to know who you really are and who you really is. They don't want you to know that. So that's the purpose of doing it. Revelation 22, I think it's 18. It says, if any man should add to these things, God will add to him the plague. Now, I think Ecclesiastes is still running across my mind. Let's look at Ecclesiastes. How many books of the Bible did Ecclesiastes have? Hold on. How many books in the chapters? Hold on. How many books did Ecclesiastes have?
According to Wikipedia, Ecclesiastes is one of 24 books of the Tanakh, where it is classified as one of the Ketuvim.
Look like it's 24 books. What does the book of Ecclesiastes teach? Ecclesiastes in Hebrew and the preacher of the Old Testament book of wisdom and the literature that belongs to the third section of the biblical canon, known as the I don't even know how to say that, the writings. The book reflects the ideal of one who questioned the doctrine of re re retribution. I don't even know how to even say that. Retributed the justice associated with wisdom. With the wisdom and theology. So the wisdom of it was First Ezra 1, First Ezra 2, and Ezra 3, and the Second Ezra 6. All of those books of the Bible was removed. How many chapters Ecclesiastes had? The book of Ecclesiastes had. How many verses are there in the book of Ecclesiastes? The author does not use his own voice in the book again until the final verses in chapter 12, verses 9 to 14, where he gives his own thoughts and summarizes what I don't even know how to Kohelet has spoken. You know? Okay. Hopefully y'all got something out of that. I feel like I'm kind of distracted a little bit. I don't know if I really don't know how well y'all understood that. I don't know if y'all understood it at all. Hopefully y'all did understand it. But I tell you what, I'm gonna go in the front and I'm gonna see if I can probably gonna pass through the house. Yeah. I don't know if y'all heard that really well outside. I should practice turning my camera off when I be around like people that don't want to be in the blogs. Maybe I can I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it like this. I don't know if I should put. I'll tell you what I can do. No. Yeah. Tell you what. I'll just stick it right up there. I don't know. It's probably just something probably leading me not to look with it. What's up, people? What's up? Hold on. Let me turn this around. What's up? Okay. Yeah, man. Let's see. Who really wrote Ecclesiastes? Solomon. King Solomon, son of David, wrote 3 books in the Old Testament. He wrote the Proverbs around 970 BC. He wrote the Song of Solomon, also known as the Song of Solomon, or as the Catullus. I don't even know what that is. Around the Catullus, around 940 BC. He wrote the Ecclesiastes around 935 BC. That's when King Solomon wrote the book of Ecclesiastes, between those time periods.
from 970 BC, he wrote the Song of Solomon, also known as the Song of Songs, or as the Cantics around 940 BC. He wrote the Ecclesiastes around 935 BC. Now, you know what? Even though I can read those words, sometimes it's still kind of hard for me to even say those words or whatever. You know, sometimes it is. Hold on. Let's look at it like this. All right. What does Ecclesiastes chapter 7 mean? Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Unto a fool, a gift unto the fool, a gift destroys the heart. It's talking about the meaning, the mind. The bribe corrupts the heart. The bribe corrupts the heart. So this is saying that either one, when a wise man oppresses someone, else will become a fool, or two, that the wise man can become a fool by witnessing oppression and helping around him. So Ecclesiastes, Bible book with full chapter, King James. Okay, hold on, let me lighten it back up. Ecclesiastes 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Who took out the books of the Bible?
According to
Hold on. Who took out the Apocrypha from the King James Bible? Ain't gonna too much to tell you that. Did the 1611 King James Bible contain the Apocrypha? The English language King James Version, King James of 1611, followed the lead of the following the lead of the Luther Bible and using enter the Testament the sections labeled books called Apocrypha, and the word Apocrypha means the hidden books. Are just Apocrypha as the running page. Harder, the King James followed by Gava Bible, 1560, almost exactly. Variations are marked below. What books were removed from the King James Bible? If you are one of the unlucky ones to have a King James Version printed in more or less modern times, compared with the original editors of the KJV, the books missing would be First Esdras and Second Esdras. The first books would be missing from the KJV Bible would be First and Second Esdras, Tobiah and Judah. Some of the books of Judah was missing. The rest of Esdras, the Wisdom of Solomon, Baruch, the song of the third, the Holy Children, the history of. Okay, so it was First Esdras and Second Esdras, Tobiah, Judah, the rest of Esther, Wisdom of Solomon, that the meaning of Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiastes, the Baruch, the song of the three holy children, the history of. Okay, let me go on. What books are missing from the King James Bible? Short answer, that will all depend upon which editing of the King James Version of the Bible you using or referencing. If you use the original 1611 and 1769 editors, the King James Version of the Bible actually had more books in it than does the NIV. I guess that means the NIV version today. If you use any with a few exceptions, later the editing of the King James Version, the course typically will have less books than the NIV or the NAB. That must be a different version. If you are one of the unlucky ones to have King James Version printed in more or less. Okay, let's go back. Why were the books left out of the Bible? That's a good question. The text might only have been known to a few people, or that they might have been left out because their context does not fit well into that of the books of the Bible. Some of the apocryphas were written at a later date, were therefore not included. The authorized King James Version called the books the Apocrypha. So, what books were removed from the Bible and why? Where might I find them? Oh, okay, they're just telling you what books. Okay, since the King James Version of the Bible left out some books is the King James. Read Stephen France's answer. It stuns me that people who claim the Bible is more. People who claim the Bible is more. Okay, since the King James Version of the Bible left out some books is the King James Version, not really the Bible. Can you learn about Jesus by reading the Book of the Mormons? Hell no. Nope. So this, I don't want to actually just go into just reading stuff that's been added to, Who removed the 14 books or 80 books from the Bible?
According to urban intellectuals, did you know around 80 books when the Bible was first translated from Latin to English by the Vatican in 1611?
16.
However, 14 books were voted for removal in 1684.
14 books were voted for removal in 1684. 1684, it was 80 books was removed from the Bible. Okay, it says, why did the Vatican remove 14 books from the Bible? Did you know that the Bible was made up of around 80 books when the Bible was first translated from Latin to English by the Vatican in 1611? However, 14 books were voted for removal in 1684. So, 1684, they voted for removal of 16, in that 14 books was removed. Together it was 80 books. It was first Esdras 1, second Esdras 2, and second, I think they have second Esdras 3. Let me see. Did they have a second Esdras 3? The Bible, did they have a second Esdras 3? How many of the book of Ezra did they have? Second Ezra 1, Second Ezra 2, and 3. Okay. Second Ezra 2, fourth, called the fourth Ezra, Latin Ezra, or Latin Ezra. Now see, the word Latin keep coming in. Now you have to understand, Latin is a Roman language. It is. It's a Roman language. And see, the Bible was written in Hebrew, but it was translated into English to where the modern day people, we can understand it, because around in 1604 and 1611, the Roman Vatican, they removed like 14 books out of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? It was reckoned amongst the Apocrypha by the Roman Catholic Protestants, and most Eastern Orthodox Christians. Ezra was excluded by Jerome from his Vulgate version of the Old Testament, but from the 9th century onwards, and the Latin text is sponsoradically found as the appendix to the Vulgate concluded, became more general after the 13th century. Okay, let me lighten this back up. Yeah, so let me bring it right here, because I think I can see it better here, you know. All right. I'm trying to put as much as I could in this blog, and hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm just skipping words or anything like that. It says, it is reckoned amongst the Apocrypha, and the word Apocrypha means the hidden books, by Roman Catholic Protestants and most Eastern Orthodox Christians. Second Ezra was excluded by Jerome from its Vulgate version of the Old Testament, but from the 19th century onwards is radically found as an appendix to the Vulgate, becoming more general after the 13th century, whatever the heck that is. So there you have it. What the book of the Bible is, Second Ezra. Second book of Ezra, also called fourth book of Ezra. Okay, the second book of Ezra, also called fourth, the book of Ezra, or Ezra, Apocryphus, abbreviated in Second Ezra's Apocrypha work, printed in the Vulgate, and many later Roman Catholic Bibles as appendix to the New Testament, is Second Ezra in the Bible. Second Ezra is also called Fourth Ezra. Latin Ezra, or Latin Ezra is the name of the Apocrypha book in many English versions of the Bible. See naming convenience below. Its authorship is ascribed to Ezra, a scribe and priest of the 5th century BCE. Although the modern scholarship places its composition between the 70s and 218 CE. So I did all the way up to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little bit later. So I'm gonna say peace and love to my people of color. Hold on, wait a minute. Before I close this out, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on the YouTube page and I'm gonna see if I can see myself on here. Nope, I cannot see myself. Oh, I gotta go on my other account. My bad. I'm on the wrong one. I think I did more reading here than I ever did. Yeah. All right, I guess I'm gonna get on up out of here. Peace and love to my people of color once again.